taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Now Lamar changing the look.
Now it's Jackson.
He'll get this out to Tootin.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
18-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
And now the Jags are going to go for 2 here.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Set up. Let's go. Set hard. Let go.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on the 35-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen going to run with it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
No, we changed it. Hey, Ozzy, shut up. Hey, report. Shut up.
To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, shut up. What? Hey, report. No. Marty! Over. Roy. Marty! Marty, shot.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
You. What a shot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 37.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Allen again. That is caught by Rice for a Bills touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Bills have cut it back within a score. But Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And the lead is down to 4.
That's the score. Jaguars 11. Bills 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
From 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
And
they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Report! Hey, middle.
Throwing is Jackson. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
take it at the 37. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
319!
Throwing now is Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Allen going to run with it. And complete right side to Cook. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
You don't often see a sneak on 2nd down. Usually that's reserved for a 3rd or 4th down call. But the element of surprise was not with them, and they returned back on that attempt.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there was definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
At 80. No, we changed it. Yo. Hey, report. Report. Touch.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
Throw left side to Kincaid.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And the Bills, first down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. To throw, it's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Allen to throw once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. A quick throw caught by Rice. On the gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
180, 13. Sit on. 180. Sit on.
Jackson. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Jackson going to keep it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd down and a yard.
Middle. 180. Sit hot.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A final shot before half for Allen. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
Allen going to run with it.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now he fires deep for Shakir.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To the air, Allen. And Cook has it left side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Play action. Now it's Allen. Open man right side is Rice.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Rashee Rice
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills are able to widen their advantage. Bass on for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
36-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Go. Sit hot. Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sit hot. Middle.
Now Jackson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Touchdown!
Brian Thomas, 28 yards. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Jaguars 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're going to
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Bills continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
17. Tyler Bass to kick
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
13.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got room. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Bashal Tootin,
54 yards.
and the Jaguars get a bit closer.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. The turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
Hey, sit hard. Sit hard. Yeah. Cut.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Brian Thomas with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Cook makes the catch on the out route.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
16 yards. That's good for Bills. 1st down.
On play action, Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Allen now looks to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Cook up the gut. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Allen.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
First down, Buffalo.
Here's Allen to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Going for a right side here. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Broken tackle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
3rd and 3.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. Allen going to go on 4th down. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jaguars 32.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard
line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
20-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
180. 180.
To throw is Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now it's Jackson. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's a great run, and this is when you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 22-yard scamper. And the Bills are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing run-and-done scenario in these playoffs.
Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy has sheer excitement.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And Oliver drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Allen off the play fake.
Now he's going to step up and run.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
The Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The tackle made at the 44.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Brings up 2nd and
2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
13.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Jackson. Jackson going to keep it.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's 2nd down.
We change it. Get out. 180.
Jackson to throw. Jackson going to keep it.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line.
12 yards. And the Jaguars 1st down.
Now Jackson.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here comes 2nd down.
180. Shut up. 180. That's shot. Hey, report. Report. 13.
Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Here we go. 1st and goal.
5-yard gain on the play.
Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
13.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
180.
Throwing, Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
4 yards. And the Bills first down. 1st and 4 at the 3-yard line.
The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.